Hi everyone, welcome back to A Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and today we are going to tackle this drawer of embossing powders and texture pastes. And really what I want to do is have all my embossing powders together. I have my most used ones in these little containers, but I also have two containers up here full of embossing powders, and I think they could be combined. Now, these need to stay in a tall if I want to keep them stacked upright. So I'm going to leave these in here, but I think all of these I can transfer to a narrower drawer. So I'm going to start with that, and I think we're going to move that into this empty drawer. And then we'll move those other embossing powders over here and we'll see where we end up. Okay, scratch that. These won't fit. So plan B is to empty this drawer and use that for the embossing paste and texture, or embossing and texture paste. So I got to empty this first. This is going to go in another bin or on the floor or somewhere, and we'll move this over instead. Okay, so I just want to talk to you about a way that I do this kind of shuffle thing. So I have moved all my paste items over here from that other drawer, and you can see I still have room, so I still have more stuff that I want to put in here. Now this is like, I just call this like a basic organization, right? Like this is a dump. I have these bins in here temporarily for small items. I want to actually put in proper dividers, but I don't want to start doing that until I know everything that's going to fit in this drawer so that I can maximize the space. And that's sort of what I was experimenting with down here, where you can see that I have these divided. The dividers are just made from foam core. And I was playing around with making trays / just having slats. So I'm still figuring out exactly what I want to do, and I think it'll be on a case-by-case basis. But anyways, long story short, just a preliminary sort at this point. Let me show you the embossing drawer. Now, normally I would put things like this on the side because they would take less room, but because I don't have anything to support them, they'll just topple over. So right now I'm leaving them upside down. These ones here actually take up, or most of these actually take up less space standing up than they do horizontal. So I just flip them upside down so that I can see what the color is. These other ones here, I have samples on the top so I know what's in there. And then these are just my little ones, which again, this is not an ideal container, but it's holding them for now. Back to this drawer. I do have some glitter pastes in here that I think I'm going to move up to where the other pastes are, so that basically anything of a textural nature will all be in the same drawer. So let me move those across. Okay, so that's all the glitter pastes that are moved over. Now I think I'm going to put these texture paste items in this particular bin here. This was where the embossing powders were in. I think they will fit. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and for this extra container, these ones are overflowing, so I'm just going to shift stuff around and fill that in, at least partially. Okay, so I moved my watercolor powders over here, and that leaves enough space for a little bit of growth. Hopefully I don't buy too much more of the enamel dots, perfect pearls, all that kind of, not perfect pearls, of the enamel dots, liquid pearls, Nouveau crystal drops, etc. Let me put these on the shelf, and then we'll go and move the glitter. Okay, so everything in this drawer is moving up to this top shelf. Okay, so there are all my glitters moved over. Like I said, I don't know how many times I've said this now, probably too many, but I will show you the containers, the dividers or containers I'm going to make to fit the Alex drawer units. It'll be in a completely different video, and probably after everything is done, then I'll go back and do what I call micro-organization. Okay, so I think this is a good place to end for today. I got quite a bit of stuff shuffled around. I do need to still wipe out that drawer so that it's ready to go. And what do I have left? I've got mixed media in here. I have an empty drawer, distress, embossing paste, paint. This should be empty, empty, and then glue at the bottom, or adhesives. Wood veneers, mini ink pads, rhinestones. This one needs to be sorted out. This is mixed media stuff as well. And these are my embossing powders. This one is my journaling, empty, tools, budget crafting, and empty, and empty. So I think, because I'm still procrastinating on doing mixed media, I think I might tackle the adhesives next, and tools and adhesives. I don't know. I think that just makes sense. So stay tuned for that, because who knows where that's going to end up. Thanks so much for joining me, you guys, today. I hope you are inspired to review your Zone 1, the area closest to your desk, and make sure that it's being used for all those items that you use the most often. Okay, thanks again, and until next time, happy organizing.